Hey, M37 here. What's happening, guys? We are back once again. I know you missed me. It's been a whole 10 minutes since you've seen me. But anyway, found some changes on the Hunter Ranger and thought we'd go over them together with you. Now, these changes are subject to change. This is on preview currently. Preview will not go live until November 6th. If you see anything you don't like, get on the forums. Talk to the developers about it. Use your ARC forums. Use your Reddit forums. They do read Reddit. Believe it or not. That's why it's so heavily moderated. Okay. Without further ado, here we go. Hey, Hunter Rangers. Hunter Rangers has had some adjustments in the past. And while they are in fairly good state, there are still some improvements that we wanted to make. In this update, we primarily focused on creating a more viable archery build, as well as some minor buffs to encounter powers that we expect to be used in that build. We also focused on the buffs that are applied through the various animal-based powers, such as Boarhide, Stagheart. A lot of buffs were lackluster, unclear in what they did, and skilled in a weird way with power ranks. All of these things have been addressed, and a new class feature has replaced Battle Hound. This will hopefully allow these to see more use. We actually did tune down Hawkeye a bit. They tuned it down, guys. And why? Because even though we want these to be used more, we want them to be more utility focused instead of damage focused. We want you to be more of a buffer. Hey, that's what we want all of our DPS to become, is buffers. And less damage single on their own without boosting the priority of the group's damage in DPS. Anyway, okay, back to what I was talking about. Aspect of the Serpent is something that we're experimenting with as well. Okay, it's stacking up 3 times. It adds a couple of different gameplay elements. It means that the first stack soon makes your attack hit BAM! Very hard. And it means that you can do all 3 encounters and then 1 at-will rotation and have your full stacks back. We are hoping that this gives Trapper a slight damage boost, as well as other builds that switch stances often. Finally, we wanted to touch on some class features in Pathfinder, as most of them weren't being used or were being used in very specific situations. 2 of them have been slightly revamped so that they can be stronger in in-game content. Excuse me. But probably won't end up replacing your heavy hitting features. The others will increase the effectiveness of your animal based buffs and should offer a more unique build to help your team. Actually, we were able to get 1 more fix in, and that would be for the shift power. We saw that it was consistently breaking when trying to dodge things, so we adjusted the immunity frames to start more near the beginning of the animation. Yeah, we're fixing that. Baseline. Shift. There should no longer be a delay before the dodge effect kicks in. With grasping roots, the duration has been increased to 1.5 seconds. We've added a 0.5 on there, up from 1. Strong grasping roots duration is increased by a second. It goes up 3 seconds now. Up from 2. Encounters. Let's eat a little beef with our potatoes here. Encounters. Constricting arrow grasping root range is increased to 12 feet. That's up from 10, so we've added 2 more feet to it. Hawk shot. Base damage has been reduced by 50%. Yeah. Completely in half. Hawk shot. Crack that baby, man. Nuke it out of there. Nuff it down. damage reduced to 50%. Or at least by 50% of whatever it originally was. Hawkshot damage dealt based on range has been adjusted and reworked. And it now grants between 1.33 to 2 times damage based on range, up from 0.5 to 1.5. Hawkshot should no longer keep you locked into the animation for a small period of time after being used. Plant growth root duration has been reduced to 10 seconds, down from 20 seconds. Plant growth root duration has been reduced to 5 seconds against players, down from 10 seconds. Alright, buff revamp for Hunter Ranger. All buffs. Companions can no longer benefit from these powers. Companions can no longer benefit from these powers. That's all buffs. So you're not getting your companions buffed, so you're not getting the bonding stones increased percentage buffs put back onto you. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to think about that one. Alright. All buffs now affect up to 5 targets, excluding yourself at rank 1. All buffs no longer increase the amount of allies affected per rank. All buffs no longer require allies to be in your party. So I can buff people if they're just standing there. Cool. All buffs no longer has an effective for allies. No longer half as effective for allies. So your buffs are no longer half as effective as they used to be for your allies. Okay. Boarhide revamped. It grants you and nearby allies 5 stacks of thick skin, which increases your damage resistance by 4% per stack. Taking damage removes a single stack. Interesting. Boarhide now reduces the cooldown of Boarhide by 1 second per rank. Hawkeye revamp. It grants you and nearby allies Hawkeye for 5 seconds. Hawkeye increases damage you deal with encounter powers by 5%. That is down, people. And I'm not talking a little down. I'm talking about down. Right here. Right there it is. See? It's down from 15%. Hawkeye is down 10%. Oh, if that was a major key player in your build, look at that now. 5%. Okay. Hawkeye now increases the effectiveness of the buff by 2.5% per rank. Oak Skin revamped enhances yourself as well as nearby allies with Oaken Skin for 9 seconds. Oaken Skin helps you for 9% of your maximum hit points. Over its duration, it increases your encountering healing by 10% while active. Incoming healing. Okay. Oak Skin increases the percent of hit points healed by 3% per rank. Stagheart has been revamped. It grants you and nearby allies Stagheart for 5 seconds. Stagheart grants you 7.5% of your maximum hit points as temporary health. So is that going to give you a temporary shield? Some people use a feat that actually get increased damage for having a temporary shield. I don't know. Okay, Stagheart now increases the amount of temporary health gained by 2.5% per rank. Fox's Cunning revamped. Duration reduced to 8 seconds, down from 12 seconds. Fox Cunning base cooldown increased to 22 seconds, up from 20. Fox Cunning now reduces the cooldown of Fox's Cunning by 2 seconds per rank, rather than 3 seconds at rank 4. Aspect of the Serpent damage is reduced to 2.5% per stack, down from 3%. Aspect of the Serpent damage per rank is reduced 2.5%, down from 3%. Aspect of the Serpent's maximum stacks has been increased by 1. Yes, it's right there. 3 up from 2. Storm Warden. Black Storm is revamped. chance reduced to 20%, down from 25%. You guys seeing the curve? You seeing something here that I'm seeing? Can you say a nerf? Nerf. Oh my gosh. Hunter Rangers are being nerfed. Got the nerf bat on them, and boys, they're hitting hard. I mean, look at this. Okay, Storm Warden, Blade Storm, revamp. Chance reduced to 20%, down from 25%. Blade Storm damage increased to 16% at rank 1. That's up from 5%. Well, there's one thing to the good. Blade Storm damage increased to 8% at each rank, up from 5%. Blade Storm artifact offhand bonus now states that it increases total damage done by Blade Storm by 10%. Blade Storm, this class feature, should no longer be double mitigated by level 73 enemies. Twin Blade Storm damage is increased up to 5%, rank 1 from 4%. Twin Blade Storm damage increased to 5% per rank, up from 4%. Storm Step action is revamped. Now reduces the cooldown of encounters based on AP spent, up to 2 seconds off at 100% AP spent, up to 2 seconds. Storm Step action cooldown reduction increased to 2 seconds at rank 1, up from 1 second. Storm Step action cooldown reduction increased to 1 second for each rank, up to each rank up. 1 second for each rank up. Okay, up from 0.5 seconds. Storm Step action no longer has reduced value if triggered multiple times within 10 seconds. Pathfinder. Here we go. Pathfinder action run speed increased to 10%, rank 1 from 6%. Pathfinder action deflection chance increased to 10% at rank 1, up from 5%. Pathfinder action run speed per rank up reduced to 5%, down from 6%. Battle honed, completely reworked, replaced with Primal Instincts. Primal Instincts now increases the effectiveness of Boarhide, Hawkeye, Oak Skin, and Stagheart by 20%, plus 10% per rank, and Fox's Cunning duration by the same amount. So they're making it more survival oriented and extending that to allies. Okay, for the Hunter Rangers builds. Okay. Primal Instinct artifact power now increases regenerating by 500, up from 100. Cruel Recovery duration changed to 10 seconds at all ranks, from plus 4 seconds per rank. Cruel Recovery no longer increases effect duration at each rank. Cruel Recovery now stacks up to 4 times, and its maximum stack count is increased by 2 at each rank. Okay. Archery. Alright, feats. Archery. Bottomless Quiver. Tooltip change state. Your ranged powers recharged X% faster. Functionality unchanged. Bottomless Quiver. Recharge speed increased up to 40%. Up to, let's see. You see the numbers, you guys read that. It goes, in the beginning it was 8, 16, 24, 32, and it says 40%, up from 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30%. Alright. Stillness of the Forest rework now increases your damage dealt and crit chance by 0.5, up to 2.5% for each second that you stand still. It stacks up to 6 times. You will lose 1 stack per second while moving. Stacks are not lost while out of combat. Predator reworked using a ranged encounter power. Applies prey to the first target hit for 10 seconds. You deal 20% increased damage to the first target hit by your powers, and this bonus is doubled for targets affected by prey. Prey may only be active on the target at time and cannot be reapplied until it expires. Predator now correctly increases the damage you deal to an enemy rather than decreases the enemy's damage resistance for your attack. Predator, this feat is no longer half as effective on players. Okay. Trapper. Ancient Roots. Weak Grasping Roots duration is lowered. Lowered from from up to 2 to 2.5. Ancient roots, strong grasping roots duration has also been lowered. Guys, what a nerf to Hunter Rangers. I'm sorry. Really am sorry. I enjoy playing my all Hunter Ranger, but I see for a lot of people, I see a big nerf bat here. Big nerf bat. Still no longer has relationship to the Ranger bat. I know how it will shake out, but those are some serious buffs to archery. Yeah, archery's got some buffs for utility. Low mobility, archery movement speed should be increased. This guy telling no, no, no. See, this is what you got to do. If you see something you don't like, you need to stand up. Y'all need to stand together. You need to find something that you all agree upon and push that. You know, with these changes. If everybody stands behind one another on what they think is going to be more beneficial and what they don't want to be done, they're going to take note in that. They're going to see this. They're going to pay attention. And they do read these things. And anyway, you know, hey, there's other builds. There's other ways of doing things, I'm sure. But my build that I use, a lot of these things is going to hurt it. But my combat build's still going to be pretty daggone good. Okay, this is M37. If you haven't subscribed to me, then guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you here in the next few minutes when I find some more changes, more class changes, and I'll be putting them on here. Shouldn't be long. Stay tuned. I'll talk to you later, man. This is M37 out. Yeah.